My aunt in her bedroom ca. 1995. My dad coming off his ambulance shift to come deal with my newborn ass. 1995. It's Christmas 1975. I'm 5 years old and so glad my dad survived Vietnam. I know he'll live to be my hero for many years. Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Brad Hall on their wedding day, 1987. Freshman year in the dorms at UNLV, 97, 98. The lovely Dolly Parton in the 1960s. 1940s Detroit cool. My grandpa, the jazz musician. My great-grandma and her parents in 1913 on their farm that I actually still live on. David Letterman asking Mr. T about his name in 1982.
Your name, first of all, is that your real name?
Well, if Pope John Paul II was to come here, would you ask him what his real name was?
Well, but you have to, it's an interesting name, Mr. T.
Right, well, I changed it because I wasn't given respect before. You know, people have a tendency to always constantly call a man boy. For what reason, I don't know why, you know, so I changed my name to Mr. T, so the first word out of everybody's mouth would be Mr. That's a sign of respect.
Now, do you have a first name?
First name is Mr. My middle name is that period. My last name is the T.
My dad, last class of Tuskegee Airmen, 1945. My family meeting Phil Collins for my brother's Make-A-Wish in 1995. Twins photographed in 1937 and 2012. Wedding photo of Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson in 1988. They are still married to this day. Stranger Things lied to you. Behold the real 1980s in all of its drab brown glory. Note the lack of Rubik's Cubes. Grandparents' wedding, Mexico, 1947. My brothers and I with our early 90s drip. Janis Joplin and her Porsche, 1968. Lois Long, a columnist for Enquat, New Yorker Enquat, and Flapper, getting a shocked look from a staff member of the late Victorian era. Photograph taken by Edward Steichen in 1921. Suffragette showing off her pants in 1916, considered immoral at the time. My high school's class of '65. 1977 My 21st birthday party with the neighborhood gang. Another pic of my mom's, in purple, band The Vacant Lot. Sometime late 60s, early 70s in Ontario. Currently trying to find any recordings, and no, my dad's not in there. My mom around age 13, circa 1982. Scarjo? My Opa, Bavaria, Germany around 1938. U.S. Secret Service agent packing an Uzi in 1981. I've seen this pic, video many times and truthfully, this is the only time I've seen a actual person using a Uzi outside of movies. That's exactly why Uzis were made. Small, compact, and just put tons of rounds into the air in situations you can't fit normal-sized weapons. Greater desire for control resulted in other submachine guns like the MP5. Jeff Ament and Stone Gossard of Pearl Jam testify before the U.S. Congress regarding Ticketmaster fees and monopoly, 1994. Mom and Dad, Christmas Birthday, 1981. My Grandpa and His Dog, early 1940s. Me with Friends, Waiting for the Bus, 1987. My Grandma, Aunt, and Uncles, Looking Old School Cool in 1968. Short Dude on the Right Owns All the Railroads. A Dinner Party at the Hotel Astor in New York City in 1904. My Mother in the Early 60s. My Beloved Grandparents at Their Prom in 1954. My Mom on a Beach Somewhere in Florida while on vacation in December 1963. Christine McVie 1970s. Rip, You Were Always the Coolest. 6th grade class photo from 1963. A group of young women at the bar on board the luxury liner SS Manhattan, off New York, 5 December 1933. Before the repeal of Prohibition, the ship's bar was required to close 12 miles out from the U.S. coast. Lou Gehrig, The Iron Horse, and his wife Eleanor cuddling my dad at his first birthday party, 1934, colorized.